Hello everyone, guys, this is an incredibly important video where I'm gonna show you all the technicals, what I'm expecting from my trade, what I'm personally doing with my trade, why is Bitcoin going to the side, and whether we're gonna be breaking to the upside or to the downside, and also very important news, and whether Bitcoin is actually gonna be going to $10 million in the next literally few years. This is what we're gonna examine this price target by a famous analyst. So we're gonna take a look at this and see if it's actually realistic and what is my personal thought about it, and whether I'm going to be selling all the Bitcoin that I bought at $10 million or where exactly. So if you enjoy these daily updates and all this insane juicy information, then guys, please hit that subscribe button. A lot of you are actually not subscribed, the ones who are watching, and then you miss a video and you also don't have that notification bell on, and then you complain that something you missed something, etc. So subscribe and hit that notification bell, because videos are coming out every single day and you must watch them from the beginning and until the end. Okay, so anyway, let's start with some news because we have a lot of stuff to get through. So let's just go through this real quick. So number one, market cap for Binance stablecoin BUSD, it had actually plummeted 43% in the last 30 days. Well, we remember the situation with Paxos and US government going after Paxos and BUSD, and it has actually plummeted 40. So people took out half of their money from BUSD. But as we are seeing right here, it didn't destabilize. So Binance, the BUSD didn't depeg. So this just shows the resilience and how strong Binance is, and that their reserves are solid. That's why I told you, I mean, there is a lot of thought about Binance and you got to be really careful about it. And don't keep all of your money on one exchange. And in particular, if you want to get an insane bonus, and especially if you're holding all of your money on just one exchange, then you can use my exclusive link to Bybit down in the description of this video and claim up to $30,000 initial deposit bonuses. And you can actually pause the video and take a look at other insane bonuses you're getting if you use my link and actually move some of your money to Bybit just to be safe. But nonetheless, this is something I really wanted to mention, that it really is, you know, a very good sign and resilience of BUSD, that it's actually not crashing. Now, next thing, which is going to be this week, just a quick reminder as to what is important and our important catalysts. And in the spotlight will be the February's jobs report, which is scheduled for Friday, and also Fed Chair Jerome Powell's testimony to Congress on Tuesday, which is tomorrow and after tomorrow. The reason, so you should be watching those. You can find these live streams in Google. Maybe I will even do live streams myself. Let me know down in the comments. But what we're looking for here is Powell to, you know, maybe say something new, something we haven't heard from him, especially seeing this current PCE reading and CPI reading, inflation actually going up and not down. Maybe he's going to be extra hawkish. So this is what we really want to look out for. Now, next thing, before we move to the chart and discuss what's really important, what I'm expecting from the Bitcoin price, and also we're going to get to this 10 million price target as well. This is courtesy to Stock Money L, and basically what they're looking at right here is finding these coincidences and similarities between 2019, the beginning of the previous bull market, and the current situation 2023. And here is another coincidence that right in the similar time frame we had this kind of, you know, pump, then consolidation, and then the continuation of the pump and us going into the bull market. So in the same thing, they're saying, oh, look, the same thing, you know, the history is repeating itself, and, you know, we're at this support right now, which is technically quite correct. And they're saying that this is, you know, that's why because of this, we're just going into the bull market, etc. But now, these guys, I told you so many times before that these models are all beautiful, all great, as long as they actually contain fundamentals and macro, and actually macro falls in line also with the same technicals. Because when you're just looking at the technicals, you're looking at half the picture. And remember, what was the situation here in 2019, just macro-wise, and what is the situation here in 2023? And as of right now, actually, we have the situation with Silvergate, which again is going to actually bring us to the chart why the price of Bitcoin is actually going to decide, while S&P is actually rallying, which is, as I told you in my previous videos, and check them out, and check out this video right here popping up above, where I spoke to, where I interviewed a trader who is actually making 100% consistent profit per year on his deposit. Check it out, the really interesting insights. And here we're seeing this, you know, decoupling in a negative sense. So we saw decoupling of Bitcoin in a positive sense, and now we're seeing it in a negative sense, because, you know, all the high-risk assets are rallying, Bitcoin is going to decide. So why is it going to decide, and whether this is going to actually come to fruition? And the answer is, Very simple, guys. Bitcoin is going to decide because it's looking forward to what is going to be the outcome of Silvergate. And, as we saw, Silvergate, the biggest crypto bank out there. I mean, it's a bank in general, but it's the biggest crypto one. So when it suspended crypto payments network. And why is this important? Well, the thing is that Silvergate's troubles may make it harder to get out of crypto and into dollars. So, and this article says here that crypto collapse of Silvergate has reached the real financial system. Why is this so important? Because Silvergate is actually directly responsible for a lot of the liquidity. It's like a bridge between fiat, so the US dollars, and crypto space. So because of this, because there is this huge amount of cash stopping to flow into crypto, there could be this liquidity crunch, that there isn't enough money to support the price. And, for example, and the supply is still the same. Therefore, the price could actually crash. So the market is really worried about it. When you see such a small consolidation, market is really scared right now. That's why it doesn't care about S&P, nothing else. It really cares about this liquidity and whether there's going to be a liquidity crunch or we actually are going to finally find a resolution and maybe find some kind of an alternative. And these big players and all the exchanges and even Binance was using Silvergate and Bybit, etc. So if they will find a solution, a replacement for Silvergate, then we're going to definitely erase this situation and put it to rest and actually return to our potentially even rallying. So, and therefore this is something that could come to fruition. But until it does, this, guys, does not matter. Now, let's move to this one. And this is the courtesy of Plan B. I've been watching him for quite some time, and I was looking at some of his analysis, was really great, really interesting. And here, according to his Bitcoin adoption S-curve, we should be reaching $10 million per Bitcoin by, 2026, about right, 2026. So in the next bull market. So he's basically saying that, guys, you can buy Bitcoin right now at $22,000. And in the next just couple of years, literally like 2-3 years, you will make $10 million. Guys, I'm a Bitcoin bull, but quite frankly, Plan B, nothing personal, but quite frankly, I find this to be quite delusional and absolutely astronomically ridiculous. I mean, I've seen different targets. And I mean, do we believe in a target of $1 million? Me personally, the answer is yes. Is it going to be coming in 2026? The answer is most likely not. And I mean, do I believe in the target of 10 million? Theoretically, in the next 20 to 30 years, it could be possible. But I mean, in 3 years, I mean, how crazy is this? This is, I mean, even for the biggest Bitcoin bull, this is just ridiculous. Maybe he's just doing this to get attention and he's actually doing the right job because I'm actually making a video about him. But nonetheless, let me tell you exactly why this target is just ridiculous. So first, let's understand that currently, if we're going to take a look at Bitcoin's market cap, we're going to see that at $22,000, the market capitalization, the total Bitcoin is about $400 billion. So for Bitcoin, if it would be at $10 million per Bitcoin, the market cap would be about $200 trillion. So the current total market cap of gold, of all gold, is about $12 trillion. So that's like, what, 20 times more than all gold out there? This is already ridiculous. The whole capitalization of S&P 500, of all the stocks in S&P 500, all the hugest companies in the world, is $33 trillion. NASDAQ, $27 billion. All stocks in the world of the global stock market is $93 trillion. And what Plan B is telling us, that we're going to be double, the Bitcoin value is going to be double of all the stocks in the world, and also on top gold, all of the gold, in like what, 3 years? Guys, you know, we can be Bitcoin bulls, and I think that, in my personal humble opinion, in 2026, Bitcoin is going to hit anywhere from $100,000 to $300,000, which still is an asymmetrical bet, an incredible bet. But I wouldn't be betting on something like $1 million. This is just absolutely ridiculous. I mean, just be reasonable. I know how much money it takes to move the market. So to go so far, I mean, is it theoretically possible that, you know, we give up on the dollar, all the countries move to Bitcoin, everybody adopts it as legal tender, everybody adopts it as store of value, governments, companies, and we just use Bitcoin? Well, yes, it could go to $10 million. But again, Legalities wise, is this possible to happen in 3 years? No, maybe 30 years, but definitely not 3 years. So now this brings me to the chart and as to what we are expecting right now. Most importantly, guys, I think that this week is going to be quite volatile, but the most volatile week is going to be next week when the CPI is going to come out, and this is going to be most important. And certainly, guys, we're going to post all the trades that we're going to be taking in our Discord channel, and there is a link to it down in the description of this video. And you can join it for absolutely free. And this is where we post all of our trades, the trades of my team and my personal trades as well. And this is a area of basically where our members are making absolutely incredible results. So if you're going to take a look, I mean, it's going to take me for it. There is 30,000 traders in here, and it's absolutely free to join. 50%, 17%, 300%, etc. So join us right now, and it also gives you incredible capabilities in terms of education and learning and talking to all the people. So if you're not part of this Discord community, I don't know what you're doing in crypto, then go down in the description and join us right now, because you're going to actually gain access to these kinds of trades. And my short trade, yes, it is still open over on Bybit, $300,000 short trade, and I'm really waiting for this to play out to see what's going to happen, because remember, we're currently standing at the most important support of $22,000. And why is this most important? If we're going to go to the daily chart and turn on the EMA ribbon, we're going to see that this is our last stand right here, last resort. That if we're going to crash lower, it's going to open the road to at least $20,000. And this is what we really want to avoid as long-term investors. But for this reason, I have still my short trade open just to see how this whole situation with Silvergate is going to play out and whether there's going to be a short-term solution to just prevent from this liquidity crunch. And this is of utmost importance. And certainly, if we're going to pump above 22,600, finally, with today's opening of the US stock market, could be some kind of a bullish hopium scenario. But what we're watching right now is this channel right here. And I mean, trading opportunities will be posted in our Discord channel. And guys, check out this quick tutorial as to how to trade Bitcoin with proper risk and money management. And as always, peace and love. Down Scrallo. Stay smart, stay very rich. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.